Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It's been a while since I played the game and recorded the episodes, so right now we survived the attack on the city. We managed to escape to some inn, if I remember. We faced the commander of demon forces. I forgot her name. She's blind and succubus, I think. And today we continue the story. We are in the inn. We woke up. Let's spend our points. I think I can go here. So what we could use, we could increase athletics. It's recommended for our class, as you can see. Though I'm trying to check if there is something else I could use. Well, practically this is it. Okay, let's take athletics. We have 2 more points to spend. Mobility, we could use mobility. Or I would prefer to get knowledge of the world and arcana. Same wizard swordsman. Okay, here it is an ability a character has mastered. Okay, let's pick it. How do I pick it? I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't know. I think that's closing the rest of the choices. Cancel. Well, how do I save? Well, I cannot pick anything. Maybe I need to pick from here. I really don't know. Cannot click next. Maybe I can choose another one. Oh, I could. Oh, yeah, I could pick this. Never mind. Okay, accuracy. Hey, I guess I could pick this one for now. Though I would prefer this. Snowball. We can pick another spell. For now we have these. I don't know if I could increase the level of those. Probably not. I guess I will go with this. No, I'll take this one in case I need to escape. Oh, I have 1 more point. Okay, let's see. What is this? I'll take these two. So basically That's it. We're going to save the game and let's see. Treat affliction, okay. So I need to buy first aid kits. Okay, I understand. What I wanted to do is we have something here. See, I have a lot of stuff. I would prefer to find someone to sell it to. Okay, my characters are here. There is Camellia. I guess they're all here. I just need to find them. Let's see what is the quest says. So I need to talk to Horgus Gwem to complete his quest. I don't know why I couldn't do this. Maybe I can do it when I return to the city. We completed this. Is this completed quest maybe? I would assume so. So, spies among the ranks. Alright. I don't know why this isn't. Okay, let's I thought the rest of the game is voice acted, but it seems like it's not fully. So here's the first and most important thing. Bet has given you a crucial mission. I get that. And I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be in position to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? So the rift that Dan Beetle left with its site. Yeah, well, it cut city into two, and it's kinda hard to get across. My scouts will tell me that there's half a decent place to set up a crossing in the market square. Not that any of them tried it to make sure, but if you got mine to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square once over. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You? What? No, your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy like and wait for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Bet will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Cause if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? When do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn town. Those vermin know they've lost an upper hand and that we are going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know. After the attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any of business that needs to be finished, you'd better do it soon. So I guess there is a time importance. So like in other games, for example, if you do not finish all the quests by the certain main quest, those will fail after it, like in Witcher 3 for example. Okay, I get it. I appreciate the warning. See you later. Okay. So let's talk to Camellia. Greetings. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do. Why? She arches in a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of the tormented land and they guide me in battle. I'll help you to fight demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that enough? Technically, ever since the beginning of the game, I've had my doubts about this character. I kind of feel like she's hiding something, and she may not be on our side, but I'm not sure. Where did you learn to wield a rapier so well? I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I'm a most diligent student. The amulet you have is quite unusual. Where did you get it? Ah, this little trinket. It's nice of you to notice, but assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can lady may not be drawn to beautiful, useless things. I somehow do not believe that amulet is ordinary, but okay. You're much more relaxed during the combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. So you've noticed. To be honest, I found it embarrassing. You see, being a shaman means having spirits of battle as my ever-present companions. In the heat of combat, they become rather vocal, you know. Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful talk, the spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. So she wanted to stop the talks for some reason. Okay. Staunton Wayne. Okay, is this the dwarf guy? Maybe I can get him to join me. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the grey garrison. Name's Staunton Wayne. If you've heard the rumors about me, just so you know, everything people say about me is true. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself a storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The storyteller, a strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered the comfort of judgment, he just wanted to listen. At first I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but after I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he's alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Blackwing. It's a library here. I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved that place. He would sit there day and night. What do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor as bad as Cirilla Warlash, that I'm disgraced even among the ranks of the condemned. That Queen Galfrey should never have spared me, that I belong on the gallows. Why is that? You really do not know? I'm the reason why Crusade forces are holed up in the fortresses on the edge of the Worldwound instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the Wound, the mighty and unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was right, they wanted to execute me. And rightly so, but Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done, so that's how I live. Decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't be a surprise. I can spit on him, which is funny. But I will say I hope you earn your forgiveness. Thank you, from the depths of my soul, I thank you. But I haven't had hope for a long, long time. An entire town fell because of you. How is that? What do you mean how? If you don't trust the word of the condemned, go ask somebody else. Like my little brother Joran. And if you still do not believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my shame for the 1000th time, don't. You really do not have any friends. I couldn't have survived this long if I were completely alone. Jorn, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even the fighters in the condemned consoles themselves thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I am not stunted. Commander Tirabade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I am a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. So many years in the condemned. Surely you've paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. The condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Torek for forgiveness. Countless times I've gone his priest. Countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the father of womankind would answer my prayer just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I'm still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god won't think I deserve redemption? It's a really sad story. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Okay. Can I open the world map? I guess I can't. Horgus Gwerm. Okay, let's finish the quest for him. 1k gold coins for you, just as promised. You helped me get back to the surface and I duly paid you for escorting me. Horgus Gwerm always keeps his word. Now, speaking of our future cooperation, I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay you generously for your services. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer who is ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in the gutter? Or do you think you're somehow different? Traveling knight, perhaps, noble of heart, but without a coin of your name. You seem reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? Okay, I succeeded in perception check. Noble bird doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask you that you refrain for such statements in the future. Oh really, how impudent. No one dares tell Horgus Gwerm how to address the rebel. So, what does this job involve? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabrez. I still have, well, It doesn't matter, it's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. So I assume he wants to retrieve gold or something. I have a little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abeder know what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask you to meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I finish my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they've no desire to set foot outside the tavern. Damn cowards and traitors. That's what they are. Also, please take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She's a noble bird after all. What kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins, Horgul replies. Double the reward and I'll think about it. Okay, I failed. Ha! Yeah, right. For that kind of money, I could hire the queen herself to guard me. 1,000 is my final offer. Okay, very well. Marvelous, most excellent. I'll proceed to my mansion once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand. But do hurry unless you want me to lower your reward. Okay. So, did we talk to everyone? Let's see. The medallion you're wearing, that's a sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Caden Callian? I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best that's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Are there any places in the city worth visiting? If you mean the places that normal people are usually keen to stay away from, then there are plenty, like the Pitaxian wine cellar. It once belonged to a Pitaxian trading house. Then the king Hiroeti came to power in Pitax, and property started changing hands. Soon after, the seller's shop assistant was found in the ditch. Not all of him, mind, just his head. Numerian gangsters had taken possession of the place. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine on the street, and they ended up on the gallows. Then King Hiroeti's number was up, so now the store stands empty and unclaimed. People say a headless ghost wanders the place at night, moaning ghoulishly. Ooh. Very well. Just don't ask me how he makes any noise with no head. I wasn't there. I just tell it like I heard it. Who are you? Gimme Hawks, a vampire. You really a vampire? No. How did you end up in the Crusader City? How did anyone end up here? How did you or them? Show with a huge hand, he gestures at the ragtag group assembled in the room. The world is big, but still there isn't a place for everyone. People who no longer have a life anywhere else, they end up here. Any news in the city? There are demons everywhere, and you showed up. See, you're not the one for talking. Show me what you have. Now I want to sell. I don't know if I can sell everything. Okay, this is probably junk. I don't know if if he can buy these though. So I will sell all the weapons and stuff. I don't need any of it. Now this is torch. I will keep it. Problem is I have shit ton of stuff to sell, so let's see. I don't know why I have all this crap with me. I will sell all these. Potion of blur. Ring I will keep. I don't need this. Okay, this is easily sold. So basically I sold most of the stuff. Can I sort them somehow? Okay, I sold some. How do I... How do I sort... okay, it's like this. I still have a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll just sell some... everything. Maybe I'll sell all these scrolls. Yeah, let's just sell all the scrolls. I'm not going to use them anyway, except the resurrection soul. Okay, let's sort them again. That's better. Okay, what does he have here? Can I use something? First aid kit. Okay, I think that's everything. Maybe I will sell potions as well. I will leave health potion. Yeah, I will do it like this. Quarterstaff. Okay. I think that's enough. I might buy potions. Ooh, that's expensive. Yeah, I'm not going to waste money on that. I'm probably going to loot it. Okay, let's see who else is here. I don't see anyone. Okay, there is someone over here. Greetings, I'm Healer, Venture Captain for the Pathfinder Society. I am the superior officers among Pathfinders in the region of Mendem. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now. Besides me, there are almost no Pathfinders here. Actually, I am only stuck here because of an old feud with a demon worshipper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I've had to work alone without the support of the society, but I've made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. If you need any good fighters for an honest cause, talk to me. Tell me about your confrontation with the Spinner of Nightmares. It all began with task of the Pathfinder Society. I arrived in Nerosian with my team to investigate the sudden death of famous crusader Baron Falrond. We soon focused on a small hospital for the wealthy where Falrond was being treated shortly before his death. It turned out that the gang of Baphomet cultists called themselves the Labyrinth of Mind had gotten a foothold at the hospital. They were obsessed with twisting the minds of their victims and targeted the fragile people too weak to resist. The hospital was filled with perfect victims who were isolated for weeks from the outside world, completely helpless. And when they returned, they were different, almost normal, but the moment they heard a certain phrase, something dark awoke in their mind and they transformed into the servants of Baphomet, ready to lie, betray, and even kill. The Labyrinth of Mind was preparing to infiltrate all the elite circles in Mendel, but Baron stopped them. He was too loyal to his oath and too resistant to their spells. He fought for his freedom until the strain broke his heart. We opened and cleaned the city of Baphomet's pit of vipers. There then was a cradle of sin and filth. They cast spells on each other, and their loathsome fantasies stepped real from their minds into the world. They dreamt of horrible and forbidden things, and they fought like mad. We burned the place to the ground and slaughtered everyone we could, but the leaders of the cult were able to flee, and they were set upon revenge. They abducted my daughter Lowry, who served under my command in the Pathfinder Society. They left me a note full of stark insults, mockery, and sneers. From that note, I learned the name of my enemy, the Spinner of Nightmares. Few months after, I confirmed that she was a leader of the Labyrinth of Mind. My hunt has begun. I would get Lowry back at any cost. I want to know more about you. What exactly are you interested in? I'm a common Pathfinder. There are many others like me. Fate and my orders brought me to this land. How did you come to end up here? I was working on an assignment for the Pathfinder Society, and then a demon worshipper named Spinner of Nightmares abducted my daughter. For the past 3 years, I've been trying to save her. During this time, I've become a specialist in scouting demon territory. I've even planted agents among the cultists. Truth to be told, in pursuing the Spinner of Nightmares, I've been acting more on behalf of Queen Galfrey than the Pathfinder Society. It's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you the rest of it sometime. Honestly, I kinda have a feeling that this Spinner of Nightmares was that spider chick we fought in the maze, or someone similar, or maybe that his daughter was transformed into her. I'm not sure. It's just the name that's bugging me, Spinner of Nightmares, like it's a spider or something. The Spinner of Nightmares is a true spawn of the Abyss. I've fought her a lot of times, but I've never been able to seize her by the throat. Tell me about your daughter. As a girl, she was just an angel. We lost her mother early on. She was left to follow my example. A drifter with a little idea how to talk to a 10-year-old girl. But even with such a questionable parenting, she managed to grow into a wonderful girl. Brave, smart, beautiful, and entirely unbearable. She's always argued with me about everything. When she was 18 and told me she was going to be a Pathfinder, all I said was, alright. I knew that there was no use to try to talk her out of it, and she was a fine Pathfinder. I'll never forgive the Spinner of Nightmares for taking my girl from me. I want to know more about the Pathfinder Society. The Pathfinder Society is a global organization that unites opportunists and adventurers of all kinds. We explore the world and uncover its secrets, travel, and sometimes face down threats. In times of trouble, the latter becomes our primary focus. We are driven by curiosity and desire to make the world a better place. And of course, some seek profit or hunger for glory. But in any case, it's hard work. They might send you anywhere on the mission. Weaklings have a little place in the society. It's more for seasoned fighters. There are society lodges in many towns. The closest one is in Nerosian. They're each led by adventure captains, less like me. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom, the center of the world. The Semvirate sits there, the anonymous council of our leaders. I have no more questions. So, okay, I don't want to retrain anyone. So, let's finish talking to this. Hey there! During the march to the dungeon, we never got a chance to exchange a proper greeting. It's high time I shake your hand. I'd like to know more about you. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm a little bit from Geb, a little bit from Katapesh, but mostly from the Knights of Iomede. I was accepted and began my training at 14. I belong to their ranks more than I belong to any other place. You've come to Mende by a long road, haven't you? a very long one. A traveler is expected to have amusing stories. Unfortunately, I have only 3 tales of any interest. I'd like to save them for our next feast. Otherwise, I won't have anything to show for myself when it's time to start bragging, and that just won't do, especially since I'll win the night with the cautionary tale of battle with chupacabras. You can't tempt me with a story about fighting chupacabras and then not follow through. What are the chupacabras, by the way? They are incredibly repulsive magical beasts, fast and dangerous. They can, well, it looks like someone fooled me into starting the tale. I guess now I'll have to tell the whole story. Imagine a small town in Kadira, and down in the dungeon there's 2 murderers waiting to be executed. The gallows are already built for them, the rope's been brought, but sometimes life takes a surprising turn. Suddenly a paladin of Iomede appears in the doorway and offers the murderers a deal. If they go with her to fight some monster, they'll live. If they survive, that's it. Now there's a difference between imminent death and probable death with a glimmer of hope, I wouldn't you say? So here we are traveling through the desert, me and my friend, the priestess of Sarenrae, along with the little rat folk fellow who'd ask for our help, and the 2 cutthroats. We get to the rat folk village and see their bodies lying all around, all drained dry. We figured we'd head fight to vampires. That's how the little rat folk talk about the monsters who attacked the village. That's why we went in all brazen like. The sun was high and the vampires couldn't attack until dusk. But we never got a chance to look around. Black shadows, quick as the wind, attacked us from all sides. Not vampires, but chupacabras. One of the lads we pulled from the gallows got killed right away. The second one ran for his life. Then left me, the rat folk, and Kira. That was the name of the priestess, and we all steeled ourselves for the fight of our lives. And just when we thought the end had come, with the chupacabras surrounding me like a pack of dogs around a bear, a rat folk friend wounded and down, and teeth of the quickest of those blasted monsters clashed on Kira's shoulder. Right then, when all hope was lost, the other lad from the gallows suddenly comes running back. He kills the beast attacking Kira. I'm sure you know what the turning point in the fight looks like. Well, this was it. A moment before we were lost, and a moment later we had it back under control. The chupacabras dropped dead one by one. The little rat folk is reunited with his family, who were hiding in the basement. The priestess and I closed the eyes of that boy from the gallows who saved us. It was a shame he didn't survive the fight. May the gods keep his soul in its journey through the afterlife. That's a good story. He could have died in disgrace on the gallows, but instead he died a hero. And I'd fancied Stun turned him some points at his final judgment. It's smart to remember our journey doesn't end in death. Had it not been for that mercy, Milos, it's like a Serbian name to be honest, that was his name, would be hanging from a noose, and me, Kira, and all the rat folk would be dead in that village. Someone told me that kind of deed done by an unkind person is 100 times more precious. By the same token, an evil done by a noble soul is 100 times more horrifying. That's what I really wanted to say. The chupacabras were just a good starting point. How did you decide to become a paladin of Iomede? That's a serious question and a good one. You should ask it of your companions, but it's a long story. To start with, 12 years ago, I was nothing like person I'm now. I roamed the streets of Solco with the other homeless orphans. I stole, fought, I was hired a sword for a bit. Not a proper origin for a paladin, is it? Back then, Solku was a city of orphans, widows and widowers. Gnolls destroy the city on a regular basis. My parents were among their victims. The people there heard about new deaths before they finished mourning their previous losses. One day a group of knights of Iomede brought a glimmer of hope to the city, but while others saw them as saviors and protectors, I was too busy pricing up their horses and their gleaming mithril armor, wondering just how much one of their pretty swords would fetch, haha. A thief lives one day at a time, that's what they say. I was the type that never thought past the next job. Anyhow, I was able to sneak into the knights' camps and steal one of their mithril helms. And I was right there when a gnoll attacked the helm owner. Asemi was her name, and dealt blow to her unprotected head. A gnoll, like all those others, she'd fearlessly driven from the gates of Solku. That one blow was fatal, but who was really to blame for her death? The knowledge tracker or the young thief named Cirilla? Even a seemingly small misdeed can have terrible consequences. Yes, you're right 1,000 times over. I hate to say it, but I just didn't see it back then. If I had never got that lesson, my eyes would probably never be opened. Who knows what would have happened to me if it wasn't for Asemi and her bravery and her death? Maybe the world would know Cirilla as a bandit, not as a knight and protector of those in need. There's a saying I like to remember. People rarely find redemption on their own. Someone must show them the way. But you were asking what brought me into the ranks of Iomede's warriors. Well, we all choose the paladins. I apologize. Well, we all choose the paladin's path for our own reasons. Some are guided by nobility of spirit, some by desire to fight injustice. I became who I am through penance and debt unpaid. The day Asemi died protecting my city, I wanted to kill myself for the terrible guilt I felt. But then I realized it wouldn't make the world any better, and I decided that instead I tried to take her place. I'd become who she had been and protect the innocent that she would no longer be able to protect. What are the principles of the paladins of Iomede follows? I'll tell you, I like to recite our code. It feels like I've said it 1,000 times, but it never gets old. There is strength in these words. I will learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I've lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. I'll be honest, this is really good. I like this saying. I will have faith in the inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body. I will shine in her legion, and I will not tarnish her glory through base actions. I am the first into the battle and the last to leave it. I will not be taken prisoner by my free will. I will not surrender under my command. I will never abandon a companion, though I will honor sacrifice freely given. I will guard the honor of my fellows, both thought and deed, and I will have faith in them. When in doubt, I may force my enemies to surrender, but I am responsible for their lives. I will never refuse a challenge from an equal. I will give honor to worthy enemies, and contempt to the rest. I will suffer death before dishonor. I will be temperate in my actions and moderate in my behavior. I will strive to emulate Iomede's perfection. It's really a good code, but the first part was the best, I have to say. When the Scary attacked Kenebres, everything seemed to be lost, but the first person I met after the catastrophe was you, my sister in fate. I believe this is a sign that Iomede watches over us. I hope that's true, although, to be honest, our mentors used to warn us against being too eager to see messages from the goddess in every little thing. Being devout is all well and good, but you've got to rely on your own head. I thank you, I've learned everything I wanted to know. Erebet said your friend Jana Aldori is missing. Do you know where we should be looking for her? Erebet is worried about her fighters. I understand it. I wanted to look for Jana myself, so I didn't want to distract you. But since you're in this too, I could use some help. Jana and I met in Canberra a few days ago, and I just hit it off. We went drinking together, we went to that unforgettable celebration together too, but we got separated in the crowd. So we should start looking from the main square, I guess. That's where I last saw her. Jan is a good fighter, even if she's green. She couldn't have become an Aldori otherwise. I hope that means she's alright. Me too. What do you think of what's going on in Kenebres? It's a complete chaos. It's lucky we are here to handle it, right? Does the way I talk bother you? I know I can seem blaze. I don't know how to pronounce this word, since it has an apostrophe on the E. Many good people and our protector Terendel have died here in Kenebres. A paladin of Iomede is expected to be properly respected as solemn. But I prefer to face my troubles with a smile and a bit of common sense. Grief is a weapon they'll use against you. It can undermine a warrior's spirit. It's better we hold off on grief until we're driven the last demon and cultists from the city. There is wisdom in the tradition of mourning, and one shouldn't reject them. All the more so if inappropriate merriment could offend their mourners. Many people loved ones perished in Kenebres. You may be right, I should keep myself in check more. Better discipline, more self-control, qualities suited to paladin. Is fighting demons all you want, or are you looking for something more? How about covering myself in glory and becoming the hero of 100 ballads, or at least a dozen, either lively ones. Anyway, to be more serious, the area around the World One is the best place for a paladin who wishes to defend the weak and serve the good. Being part of Crusade is reward enough for me, but there's something that worries me. What's that? I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing my brothers in arms, but the Eagle Watch and the other orders are focused on just one aim: the war against the World Wound. That's why they can sometimes overlook the smaller things, or ordinary misfortunes, you know. I always liked being a wandering knight, because the moment I could get up and go help a poor rat folk whose family had been kidnapped or any old woman whose favorite dog had gone missing. So here's my answer. I don't have some big important goal, but I'll be happy to help those who need it, a little bit here and there. Thank you for speaking with me. Until the next time. Very well. Yeah, are we finished now? Oh, we have to talk to the main one as well. Can I load this? I can. Let me open it up. So this is the Spinner of Nightmares story. I'll keep it and read it on my own. Let's talk to the commander. Any success? How is the city? What is our main objective? You heard what Demon said. They're going to desecrate the Warstone and blow up the whole barrier around the Whirlwind. That would be an even worse disaster than the Whirlwind's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only the Cannibals, but every town in the with the Warstone will be completely ruined, including the capital. We cannot allow that no matter what. We will retake it and even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the abyss. These Warstone, what are they? Actually, I already asked this, so let's just go. Let me just see. We're already an hour into the episode. So, I know this was just a talking episode, like we talked to a lot of characters. But we found out a lot. We found out about lore and stuff, so I will end the episode here, and in the next time we'll exit the inn and continue the story. So I appreciate everyone who watched this episode. If you want to look for other episodes, check the description below, subscribe if you want to get notified when new episode is uploaded. Subscribe, like the video, press the bell button to get notifications on YouTube. Also, you can join my Discord, it's in the description below. Twitter as well, where I will post the notifications about uploads. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so also in the description below. The details are there. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.